That pressure is very real, and it materialized yesterday when Oman, without Iran, made an announcement that they were opening a temporary maritime corridor in coordination with the International Maritime Organization in their territorial waters. So when we say Hormuz is closed or open, we're still just talking about ships going through Iranian territorial waters to get in and out of Hormuz, right? Because there's this whole question about whether and how many mines there are in the open middle part of the strait. And Iran is really insisting on trying to flow all of the shipping routes through these territorial waters so that they can exert sovereignty over it. So what happens is yesterday, Oman announces that they're opening an avenue for shipping in their territorial waters, and that they were going to use that to relieve some of the pressure on the strait and escort some of these ships out. Now, Iran was very upset about this, and the IRGC put out a statement that was like, you did not consult with us about this, and we don't accept it. And so what they did today was, well, they have not officially claimed credit for this, but I think we all know who did it. Somebody started attacking some ships in the Omani territorial waters.
I remember when Fujairah, when that oil port was hit, and the IRGC was putting out these statements about, hey, all of these things culminated in this, but who could really say?
Yeah.
Who could really say?
I like when they're like, I'm not saying it was us, but you definitely shouldn't have done that.
It's like, I guess somebody wanted to give you a fucking pounding.
Yeah. So somebody hit some ships in the Omani part of the Strait of Hormuz, and that plan is now on pause. So that temporary maritime corridor is no more for now. And I think ultimately what's happening here is there's some feeling out going on. Right. It's always been a bit of a long shot. And we've discussed this, and we discussed it with Dr. Khalili, that it's tough. It's tough for Iran to actually try to impose its sovereignty over what was formerly an open and free passing international waterway. And clearly they've been able to do it in military terms, in war conditions. But there really has been this question about how and to what extent they will actually be able to impose their sovereignty over this strait in an ongoing capacity. And so this is clearly the West trying to test that, to test their leverage over Oman, and to test whether and how Iran will be able to exert that sovereignty. And Iran called the bluff and said, no, we are in control here. Now, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a dangerous game, right? Shooting missiles at ships is inherently escalatory. And we know now that the U.S. does not want to go back to war and does want this deal to work, but it is literally playing with fire.
Yeah, and I should say, I mean, if we want to go back to Yemen for a little bit, the strategic calculations with attempting to control the Strait of Hormuz and everything that is wrapped up in that, Israel is clearly trying to get one over on Yemen by, there was a report about them deploying, I think 50 was the number.
Yeah.
IDF soldiers who were of African origin. I don't know if that meant they were Ethiopian or they're from a different sub-Saharan African country.
I presume Ethiopian.
Oh, yeah, I would presume Ethiopian, but clearly meant to, at least visually blend in with everybody else to make it especially clandestine. And the Yemenis, from the beginning, when this was first talked about, this normalization, they said, no, we're going to bomb Somaliland and all the Israeli positions therein if you try anything from there. And the Somaliland president, when he was on a visit to Israel in the past couple of days, made it very clear that it would be fine with the Israeli base. Did you see what else he said
no.
on his visit?
No.
Oh God, let me see if I can find this quote. I had it bookmarked somewhere. Like usually, and I do mean like perhaps I'm assuming too much, but usually when prospective vassals make their case, usually they are kind of more about like clearly like vaguely like mutual cooperation can be beneficial to all of us. But the president of Somaliland, when he was speaking alongside Netanyahu on June 20th, he said that the potential for cooperation between Somaliland and Israel is vast and practical. Quote, Somaliland possesses significant natural resources, including promising rare earth minerals, oil and gas prospects, and a largely untapped extractive sector. We also have one of the most strategic coastlines in the region. We see Israel's leadership in innovation and technology as a natural partner to Somaliland's untapped potential and strategic geography.
I love that. It's like guy who hears about the resource curse and thinks it's a good thing. It's like
someone
should exploit
wants
us.
what I got.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?